Hey guys, this is Tom McCullagh reporting from the White House with the Next News Network. And guys, it's been a huge week in Washington, and I've got the real scoop, and it's literally straight from the front yard of Donald Trump. It's no fluff, no spin. It's just the truth the corporate clowns won't tell you. And let's be honest, we're one of the only non-fake news outlets left, cutting straight through the noise, especially the guys in that briefing room. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And let's start with the economy, because Trump is delivering. Jobs are up, factories are humming, wages, they're climbing, gas prices, they're down yet again. And that's Trump cutting regulations and putting American workers first.
I'm very happy with his oil is down to $65 a barrel. And that's faster than I would have anticipated. We put on the gas, we stepped in the gas in order to get oil, and with what's happening. So we're getting that down. And when energy comes down, prices are going to be coming down with it. So in a very short period of time, we've done a very good job.
Just yesterday, he signed an order to boost manufacturing. And that means more plants opening, more jobs for regular folks. The left said he couldn't do it, and they're eating their words right now. And then there's Ukraine. Trump's not playing games. He's pushing for peace, not endless war.
Are you speaking to Putin in the last days or hours personally?
Well, I don't want to say it, but we are dealing with him, and I think it's going reasonably well. It's a very complex situation. You know, it's a bloody, terrible war, and I do think it's going well. As you know, we have a ceasefire agreement with the Ukrainian group, and we are trying to get that with Russia too. And I think thus far it's gone okay. We'll know a little bit more on Monday, and that'll be hopefully good.
This week, his team was on the phone with Putin's people, laying the groundwork for a ceasefire. The war hawks in D.C. are fuming. They love their billions in overseas handouts, and so do those globalists. But Trump's bringing our focus home, saving lives and your tax dollars. Today, he told reporters we're ending this mess fast, and that is actual Trump leadership. The deep state, they're in full panic mode. Activist judges are tripping over themselves to block Trump's agenda.
You cannot have a low-level district court judge filing an injunction to usurp the executive authority of the President of the United States. That is completely absurd. And as the executive of the executive branch, the President has the ability to fire or hire. And you have these lower-level judges who are trying to block this President's agenda. It's very clear. And as I just cited, I was appalled by the statistic when I saw it this morning. In 1 month in February, there have been 15 injunctions of this administration in our agenda. In 3 years under the Biden administration, there were 14 injunctions. So it's very clear that there are judicial activists throughout our judicial branch who are trying to block this president's executive authority. We are going to fight back. And as anyone who saw President Trump and his legal team fighting back, they know how to do it. He was indicted nearly 200 times, and he's in the Oval Office now because all of the indictments, all of these injunctions have always been unconstitutional and unfair. They are led by partisan activists who are trying to usurp the will of this president, and we're not going to stand for it.
Border security, it's been stalled by some liberal court. Cutting government waste, tied up by another robe-wearing swamp creature. And these clowns weren't elected. They don't answer to you. Trump's not bowing, though. He's got the Constitution and the American people behind him. And this week, he vowed to crush the judicial overreach, and you better believe he means it. And that's exactly what I voted for. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments. And it's been a banner week at the White House. Monday, Trump rolled out a new trade deal with Mexico, and that means fair terms and American jobs first.
First of all, I think the president's been very clear. He wants to impose tariffs on foreign importers because he wants to bring investment and jobs back to the United States of America. So what I'd say to those business leaders is I think the president has actually been quite clear about what he wants to accomplish. Build more in the United States of America, invest more in the United States of America, raise wages for workers in the United States of America, and you don't have to pay these tariffs at all. There is, as the president has said, a recognition that we have to accept, which is that, look, Joe Biden left this economy in a disaster. He ran the highest peacetime deficits we've ever had in this country. He left us with a significant debt crisis. And the president has come in and said, look, we have to accomplish a lot of things simultaneously. We have to bring down inflation, which I think we're making some good progress on. We have to actually ensure critical government services like Social Security and the military function for the American people. And we also have to force businesses to invest more, not overseas, not in Chinese workers, but in American workers.
Tuesday, he fast-tracked energy projects like oil, gas, and you name it, making energy kings again. Wednesday, he brought back Made in America labels. Every product has been stamped with American pride.
The largest toy maker in the U.S. is reportedly expanding its factories in America as President Trump's tariffs boost demand for products made in the USA. The chairman of Crazy Art telling the New York Post, quote, "We are moving a large percentage of what we have in China to here." When Trump announced the higher tariffs on China, it's been full steam ahead.
And yesterday, he hosted factory workers right here at the White House. That was real people, not DC insiders. And he thanked them for rebuilding this country. And that's Trump. He's all action, no photo ops. And today, on March 14th, we had quite a moment here. 10-year-old Vivian Sleeth stepped up as press secretary, and she absolutely crushed it.
If you were the president for one day, what would you do?
Give kids a million Robux. No, V-Bucks, and then the adults a coupon to a spa for an hour.
Nice.
I support that.
And then $1,000 to homeless people.
Aww. Vivian, what's your puppy's name?
Omega.
Oh.
You're doing really good, girl. You're quite good with the answers.
Do you like TV shows or movies better?
Maybe. But I wish they were longer.
What's your favorite movie?
They don't have that one.
She was diagnosed with inoperable brain tumor at 7. She fought through radiation and trials like an absolute warrior. And today, this spunky kid owned the podium, answering questions, shutting down the press with guts and a grin. Vivian, you were amazing. Keep shining. You inspire us all. And your mother's amazing as well. And we're going to get back to Trump because he's not slowing down. This week, he pushed a plan to fix our roads and bridges. And that means billions in real investment, not handouts to cronies. He's cracking down on crime, the same crime the chaos the left let fester. And the border, he's moving troops to the line, another 1,500 this week, because secure isn't just a word to him, it's a promise.
President Trump signed an executive order of 1,500 additional troops to the United States southern border. This comes off of his day one action, as I just talked about on Fox News, to direct the Department of Defense to make Homeland Security a core mission of the agency. This is something President Trump campaigned on. The American people have been waiting for such a time as this, for our Department of Defense to actually take Homeland Security seriously.
The man is remaking America while the swamp is screaming. I can almost hear him where I'm standing. The haters say it's all noise. Tell that to the trucker filling up for less. Tell that to the mom whose kid's factory job just came back. And tell that to the patriots watching Trump bulldoze this deep state's playbook. This isn't a game. It's a comeback, and it's happening right now, real time, as we're watching. Real time, guys. But the fight's not over. The judges, the bureaucrats, the media, they're still out there scheming. Trump needs us and you to keep the heat on. And that's why I'm here, bringing you the raw truth from the White House. The elites want this buried under their fake scandals and sob stories, and don't let them win. We're looking at you, Chuck Schumer. And what's next? More economic moves. Trump's got big plans brewing. Ukraine talks are heating up. Peace talks could be close, and the White House is buzzing. Every day is a new win. This president doesn't sit still. He's working for us nonstop, and that's the Trump way. It's all results and no excuses. This is Thomas McCullagh signing off from the White House with the Next News Network. If you like this, and I know you did, share it with your friends, your family, that guy at the gas station, and hit subscribe to the Next News Network. We're here every day telling it straight, no matter what the deep state throws at us. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless, keep the faith, and let's make sure we get as many swamp creatures out of there as we can, and let's make sure the Trump agenda wins.